tonight, local runners also came together to show their support. They held a run to raise money for the victims of the bombing.
Participants gathered at Running Etc. stores in Virginia Beach and in Norfolk Kent, then laced up their shoes and took off on the 2.5-mile course. 10 on your side's Jason Marks joins us from the newsroom. So Jason, that dreary weather was no problem for those who came out to support the cause.
Yeah, Nicole, what's a little rain? You know, the running community is so tight-knit. They say they would have run into any conditions to make sure those hardest hit by the tragedy are taken care of.
Thanks for coming out and supporting this, and I think we're going to be sending a nice check that spells out love to our friends up in Boston.
It's the anticipation before any run.
Ready to go?
And if these Hampton Roads runners would, they keep running right to Boston.
I think anytime something happens on our soil, it kind of hits you in the gut.
The running community is as tight as the laces binding their sneakers.
It's amazing to see how the running community, not just the running community, but the Hampton Roads community come together and support this thing.
This is only 2.6 miles.
Come on, guy, come on!
Not nearly as long as the Boston Marathon, but it still gives runners plenty of time to reflect on last week's tragedy.
Yeah, I'll be thinking a lot of the 3 people that were killed as well as the people that were injured.
The Ghent streets were full, and so were the streets all over the country. Similar runs taking place to raise money for those whose lives were affected most when the bombs went off.
And the spectators make that race. They line the 26-mile route almost wall to wall, and to have them injured, when they're out there just trying to cheer on their relatives and friends and so forth, it's so sad.
I just feel like this is a tragedy, and it's a beautiful cause to come out and celebrate, especially in a healthy way.
Some of these athletes know how important the marathon is.
All right, everybody looking good.
Mel Williams has run it 8 times.
Good job, good job.
It's where you get some of the best competition in the world.
On this day, though, there is no competition, only big strides of love.
It could have just as easily been my hometown and people that I knew.
I'm told between the Norfolk and Virginia Beach races, organizers raised more than $14,000, which will all be sent to Boston. In the newsroom, Jason Marks, 10 on your side.